Hey all, Brandon here, and it's time for more SexxxPerTease. Our question is, I'm a webcam model. I love my job and I make good money doing it, but I never know what to tell guys my job is. And I started seeing this guy regularly, and he's curious about my source of income. He knows I don't have a 9 to 5 or have to report to a job every morning, so should I be honest or lie? Well, as a webcam model, this is a super tricky question. Well, no guy's ever really inquired about that source of income, or at least I always had like another like part-time or like other job I could say I got my money from. But I hate lying, so I do think it's best to be honest with him. But then again, like, how you make your money is also none of his business, especially if it's like early on in the relationship, because like he doesn't need to know like what's in your bank account or where your money comes from. Though I guess like if you were dating a guy who was shady about his source of income, like, wouldn't you want to know he was like doing drug or like dealing drugs or like being a prostitute or something? Like, it's two sides of the coin. It's like, tell him, not to tell him. I feel like I'm not embarrassed of being one, so I wouldn't care to tell a guy. But then again, I've also like never really fully, well, I've told some guys, and I do feel like once you have that like level of trust and honesty and you actually care about this person, like, you're willing to like open up and tell them about this part. So I do think it is probably a good idea if you are like serious about him and hoping he doesn't judge you. But I mean, if he has such like limited views on sexuality and income and etc., like, maybe he's not the one for you. So if he's judgmental and hates what you do or like tries to tell you to quit and you don't want to, like, that's a major problem. Even though being a webcam model is not like a lifelong career, so it's only temporary pretty much. So I think that you should be honest later in the future when you get to that point. But then again, you don't want to like invest too much time in and then he judges you later and then you're just like, I love and care about you, but then you're still gonna break up with me anyway, but I've already invested all this time in you, so I should have just told you in the beginning so that it would have been over, and then you could have moved on to someone else who wasn't so conservative and puritanical with their views of money and sexuality. So it's such a hard one. I think if it's still so early on, you don't need to tell him, and that's fine. And just don't lie about it. Maybe be like, I don't know, what's the word? Like, secretive, but not lying. Like, ambiguously honest, perhaps? There's like a saying for it, I can't remember right now. But yeah, I would definitely think that you can keep it a secret for a while until you start to get serious, and then maybe tell him the honest truth of how you make your money. I hope that helped answer your question, and join me in more SexxPerTease later!